Guyana continues to spend large sums of monies annually for the provision of energy in every region, and that's why alternative energy is such a big deal to not only the government, but to everyone. That's the contention of key stakeholders engaged in the transitioning of Bartica as a model green town.
It's the idea of several studies that are being prepared here to know how much energy Bartica consumes, the citizens of Bartica consume, and not only the quantity, but also why. Why do they use this energy? What for? So that's the objective, and then to be able to redesign the energy system.
Miguel Coutinho, representative of the Institute of Environment and Development IDAD from Portugal, speaking exclusively with Nightly News about energy consumption in Guyana. According to Nicole Bowen of the consultancy group in Georgetown, the work being done by her agency focuses on household socio-economic surveys in Bartica. These investigations can also be implemented in other regions of Guyana.
We'll be able to know people's energy consumption, their use, and from that make decisions on what programs or what they can use to develop the community. Because the Bureau of Statistics is one of the stakeholders, and they have been very instrumental in helping us develop the survey, so they can use it for other work.
Meanwhile, Jared Smith, a Canada-based consultant from environmental engineering and design consultancy CBCL Limited, stated that his firm is focused mainly on the socio-economic impacts in Bartica and the audit of street lighting within the township. But such initiatives, once implemented throughout the country, will help Guyana immensely, he says.
Sure, I think it's going to be very impactful. But once we know where we are in terms of energy consumption, and not just electricity, but water and other resources, we have a much better chance to actually affect positive change. So we can't solve a problem that we don't know exists. So once we identify all these items and what building consumes what, we'll have a much better ability to recommend positive measures for the town of Bartica, and a similar method could be done for other areas in Guyana after that.
With regards to the information or data retrieved after audits and surveys are concluded, they will all be stored on a specially designed data management system developed by a Trinidadian company, Agilite. The company's CEO, Kendall Patrice, explained that although this is just being done for Bartica presently, if each region in the country were to have such a system, it would make future projects and government decisions much easier.
What you can have happening is that any interest group looking to reference data points would actually use our system and actually access historical information, an archive of historical information, which they can then interpret, find common trends, patterns, or interpret performance of certain strategies, and then use that to make strategic decisions going forward. So it's very critical that the data itself is managed properly and then delivered to the consumers so that they can use it to make strategic decisions.
Additionally, Huntley Medley, a communications consultant with 2R Productions, says that no matter how great a project may be, without persons being properly sensitized and aware of its pros and cons, success will be limited.
This project is a world-leading project. It sets Bartica not just as a best-case model in Guyana or in the Caribbean. It is a best case, a global best case model, teaching the world just what are the steps, what are the practical things you do in building out a green economy. So I think it will be very beneficial, and as we roll out the information, people will get to understand not just what it involves, but critically how they play an important part in applying this to their lives.
Reporting for HGP Nightly News, I am Kristen McLingham.